Now on to this week's curriculum. So this week we're going to be covering building your business blueprint. And in the curriculum I have some examples of what a blueprint might look like. You might or might not be familiar with the term blueprint. It's used in so many ways in business, public life, political life, all sorts of things these days. And really a blueprint is kind of like a map or a design of where you're going. So if you're going to build a house, your architect draws a blueprint. They have a map of from the ground level up to the roof of the house. What's that structure look like? Where are the hallways going to be? Where are they going to build structural walls? How much do those walls need to have in order to hold up the weight of the roof? All of those sorts of things are in a blueprint. And a business blueprint is no different. It's simply your plan for how you're going to get to where you want to go. And how detailed, how simple, how visual that plan is totally up to you. So this week I've asked you to think about which side of the brain you come from, left brain or right brain. Which sort of brain function sits most comfortably with you? And now there's no right or wrong here, and I don't want you to go beating yourself up because I wish I was more left brain but I'm right brain, or I wish I was more right brain but I'm left brain. There is no right or wrong, and what's better is for you to focus on the way that you know works for you best, because that way you're more likely to stick to the plan. You're more likely to develop the plan in the first place. You're more likely to refer to the plan, and that's what is most important here. Doesn't matter how pretty, how long, how short, how big, how small it is, just that it keeps you clear on where you're going, that it gives you some focus, and that it keeps you moving towards that focus. So in this week's curriculum, you'll see I've given you some pictures of left and right brain, and what's the difference between them. The fact that the left brain is, I guess, more analytical, more functional, it's more scientific, it's more likely to develop a plan that is a written document that processes through all of the different elements. Whereas if you're more right brain, you're probably a little more creative. You're more interested in the holistic thought of what is this business that I'm creating, as opposed to the detail. You're more likely to want to develop your business plan and your blueprint to be more visual, more creative. Either way, as I said, is totally fine. How you do it is up to you. So, in this week's curriculum, you'll see I give you many options. If you're left brain, I give you 3 different options of things that you can download, plans that you can use. Now, all of these are just templates and tools. None of them are necessarily the right way, and they're not the only way. There are thousands of tools, business templates, and things out on the internet. So if you don't find what you're looking for amongst the leading ladies' resources, go and Google it. Go search for something that works for you. Or perhaps you've used something before and that's working really well. Fantastic, stick to that. So if you're right brain, you'll see I've given you 3 options, as well as I've also encouraged you to include the 4th option, regardless of which option you take. And that, I'm afraid, is the cash flow and break-even calculator. And whether you choose right brain or left brain, I think both groups need to do the cash flow calculator, because it will help you get clear on the figures, know your money. When am I going to break even in my business? When am I going to see cash flow come in? Cash flow is the critical lifeblood of a business. We can be as altruistic as we like. We can want to change the world. All of that is wonderful. Here at Leading Ladies, we're all about living your legacy. But you're no good helping other people if your business isn't floating, if your business isn't making money, and it's creating stress and strain and drain for you. So doing the figures is absolutely critical. And this week I'm offering you an easy Excel spreadsheet where you can plug and play. So I hope you'll find that interesting and useful. Lastly, I wanted to just quickly show you a diagram that can help you perhaps marry the creative and the right brain with the left brain. This is one of my diagrams, my tree of life, for how my business runs. I've also done